It is just coming up on 22 past the hour, and we are learning more about what might have led to last week's shocking plane crash in Brazil. Officials say the bodies of all 62 people on board have now been recovered, and investigators have the plane's black boxes, which includes flight data and cockpit audio. Brazil's Air Force says the plane had been responding to calls, and the pilots did not report any emergencies or weather issues. But this is yet another airline incident this year. While mishaps may seem to be more common, experts say flying is still safe and aviation accidents are decreasing. So joining me now, I'd like to welcome in Robert Mark, retired business jet pilot and publisher of jetline.com. Robert, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
From your perspective, what is most important in this investigation right now?
Oh my, I don't know that there's any one thing that is most important. I mean, there are so many things. There are so many questions to be answered. The status of the crew, how well trained were they? How recent was their experience in this airplane? The black box, of course, will tell us if there were mechanical failures. Something caused the aircraft to begin to rotate, as you saw in that video. And that, to us in the aviation world, is called a spin. And it's very difficult for a large aircraft like that to recover from a spin. But again, we're going to be asking what happened to the aircraft to cause it to spin. Was it something that the crew did inadvertently? Was it weather? Was it something mechanical? And why weren't they able to wrestle control of the aircraft back before it started this plunge? Because it did come down from 17,000 feet to the ground in about a minute, which meant that inside the cabin, people would have been absolutely plastered into their seats and against the sidewalls of the airplane, unable to move.
Oh, yeah, just that's so tragic to think about the reality for those people on board that plane, Robert. This video was so disturbing when we first saw this Friday. I mean, it's still obviously disturbing now. What was your initial reaction when you saw that cell phone video of this plane essentially falling out of the sky?
That's exactly what I called it when I talked to a couple of my friends. I said, this airplane fell out of the sky. I mean, they were spinning from a high altitude. And again, we would be wondering what caused the airplane to begin that rotation. And essentially what it also means is the wings lost lift. They were no longer able to support the airplane in the air, and then something started that rotation. And again, that's pretty difficult to get out of, and it almost never happens to an aircraft in this transport category.
You know, and authorities say the pilots didn't report an emergency. They did not report adverse weather conditions. What does that potentially tell you, if anything?
Well, it tells us two things. One, that the crew may not have realized the critical issues that they were getting involved in. I mean, as some people have said, it was severe icing. I mean, all the equipment on board the aircraft is designed to do is to help an aircraft get away from those icing conditions, if that was it. Or, we wonder, was it something that was completely out of control or out of the control of the crew? And but again, how were they trained? Because we are taught not to get into these situations by seeing them coming 10 seconds before we ever get to the point that this aircraft was in. So why did the crew miss whatever these clues were? That's something we don't know yet.
Yeah, and obviously there's so much left to learn. How long do you think this investigation could last?
This one, it's probably going to be a year, I would think, if not a little longer, before we have all the details. But again, right now, the authorities in Brazil will have the flight data recorder. They're going to know. Well, I think they picked it up on Saturday. They probably already know there was a mechanical failure or it was something else.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.